Yes, it worked, Nick. It
I think
worked.
it worked. Perfect.
I'm like, coffee. But I made I got fancy today to have coffee with you. And so I whipped and steamed the milk. So it's super foamy. So I'm probably going to have one of those like milk mustaches while we're talking.
So, like a year ago, I switched and started drinking cold brew coffee in the morning with like a scoop of like protein powder. And that's like all I have drank in the last year. And I used to have like 6-7 cups of coffee a day. But now I have like one shaker full of cold brew coffee. I make it the night before, and that's it for the day.
With protein powder. That's kind of brilliant.
It's like salted caramel protein powder. It's good.
And then then it's like healthy coffee.
Or something. I drank it black anyways, so I think that was as healthy as I could go with it.
You're the first radio personality to drink healthy coffee in all of time. Yeah.
This could be true.
Well, we're just stalling while we wait for people to join us. There they are. They're starting to wake up. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Angie.
Morning.
Morning. Okay, how many hours have you been up now?
I have been up for about 5 hours.
Yeah.
A little over 5.5.
Oh, the morning radio days. I miss them and I don't miss them at all.
I understand. Yeah, I feel like I would miss it if I wasn't on the morning. But at the same time, would totally be cool with sleeping past 4.
Yeah. Yeah. And then once you get, because I'm 4 years post morning show now. I can't wake up early in the morning to save my soul. You would not have any idea that I woke up at before 4 for 20 years. And now I can't wake up early to save my soul. Yeah.
I just assumed that would be a forever thing.
Yeah. Apparently not. My body was like, no, that is unnatural, Jody. Stop that.
That's fair.
It's good. Anyway. Well, welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. We are so excited to have another guest today. We have an edition of TikTok Tuesday. So I like to creep TikTok. I do not have the talent to create any TikToks whatsoever. Like, I am the worst TikToker of all time. I tried the other day because people do the ones where you just like mouth along with what the video is saying. You'd think as a professional speaker, that would be like, you got this.
Not so easy.
It's so freaking hard. I don't know how people do it. But I stumbled across, if you're familiar with TikTok, you may know a great couple characters named Leroy and Leroy. And I started watching your videos a lot, Nick. And then I saw on your Facebook that you had got a tattoo of Leroy. And then I realized you are Leroy. I'm like, oh my God, I know Leroy. So I sent you a message and was like, come talk to us. So welcome, Nick, AKA Leroy, to Virtual Coffee Club this morning.
Thank you so much, Jody. This is the first interview that I have ever done out of the Leroy character about Leroy and Leroy. Everything I have done has been wig, toque, the full 9 yards through the whole thing. So this is a first.
Yeah. So you're not really sure who to be right now. You feel he's got a split personality.
Go back and forth.
Well, to give people a bit of a background, we were laughing about this before we went live, is that Nick and I have known each other for a really long time, but don't really know each other at all at the same time. So we're both radio people. We worked for the same company for a number of years. So we talked many times on the phone or via email or shared songs or ideas. We've been to program director conferences together, but we don't really know each other. So it's the funny world of working in a global company, really. Like, you know people, but you don't know people.
You know what my memory of you, Jody, is, and this will come with the morning show brain, I'm sure, was I got a voicemail from you once many, many years ago. And at the end of the voicemail, you said, okay, love you, bye. And I just burst out laughing listening because I'm like, I understand, like, the morning mode. You're just signing off on the phone.
I don't know where I
probably hung up and didn't even realize what you had said.
Did it help? Because I was usually calling to bitch at you for something, that I needed something, or I needed you to do something, or I was waiting for something. And yeah, sometimes I was snotty. So then I was like, okay, love you. Bye, Nick. If I tell you I love you, will you do my job? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't know I did that at all. You've never told me that.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if it was probably towards the end of our time working together, but it just stands out in my mind because it was one of the funniest voicemails I ever got. So
too funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're a morning show DJ, so you're doing creative things all the time. You're also managing 3 radio stations in Saskatchewan. So if you're through Saskatchewan, or you could listen online, you can check out Nick on Mix 103. But how did you come up with Leroy and Leroy? Where was this brainchild from?
So we started it like 4 years ago. It was like 2017, and it was a friend of mine and I who had talked about just making some kind of stupid videos for YouTube and Facebook. So we were working a hockey game together one night, and somebody said, "Oh, there's nothing to do," and I said, "Oh, there's always something to do." And we said, "That's it. Let's make videos about that, like just the stupidest things that we can do." And it started out. We showed up at a park in Moose Jaw, and there was 3 of us originally. So my video friend Leroy behind the camera showed up, and he had a wig and a beard, and he was like, "Oh, we could have like costumes." So I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll take the wig." Brandon, who was part of it, took the beard.
Yeah.
And we just started filming.
Yeah.
And didn't really know what we were going to get from it. But that was kind of the birth of Leroy and Leroy. So we did a lot of like dumb videos like that for a couple of years. And then Brandon, another radio guy, moved away to another radio station. So it was between Christmas and New Year's last year, COVID, nothing going on. I thought, well, I'm going to upload some of our like just clips of our videos to TikTok and just see how they do. And I started getting a few thousand views on them, which we were like, oh, wow, that's good.
That's cool.
Maybe we should try this TikTok thing out. So we said, well, in January, we said, let's put out a video every day this year. And we'll make it our goal to get to 10,000 followers on TikTok by the end of the year. And it just blew up beyond anything we could have imagined. So that's we just kind of been running with that ever since.
Yeah, because you're over 300,000 followers now, are you not?
Yeah, I think we're 328,000 on TikTok right now.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Do you get a mostly good response, or do you get some of the trolls with that?
There's always trolls, like you'll get the comments, "You're not funny." this is getting old or whatever, you'll get the odd comment like that. 95% of what comes through is positive, like, great messages. You just get the odd one that comes through with those. I'm like, I'm sorry I wasted 15 seconds of your day. I feel awful.
Yeah, you've probably been on TikTok for 4 hours by the time you came across my video, bud.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Have you found, because you sort of have gone with that theme, you're sort of been traveling a little bit as much as you can. It's kind of a hard time frame to do that, but hopefully you'll get to do more. But you've kind of went to different places to show people the cool somethings to do in other communities. Have you got lots of people wanting you to come to their community now?
Oh my goodness. All over the place. Like everywhere. We get messages all day that are like, come to this place, come here. When are you coming here? And it's usually like, hopefully someday is our response. Like, I want to go to as many places as we can, but like from all over the world. Like, we've got almost half of our followers like on TikTok are from the States. And then we've got Australia is the next big country, and the UK. And we've sent like hockey jerseys from our website to Sweden. And it's been crazy, like just crazy.
That's awesome. Did you ever think in a million years that this is how it would roll out?
No. We, like I said, like when we started doing it in January, we said, let's, video a day. We'll try and get to 10,000 followers by the end of 2021. And then we'll mark that as a success in the year. So when it started taking off, kind of end of February, start of March, like it just blew our minds.
Yeah. Now, when you become Leroy, is there much of a shift in character from Nick to Leroy?
That's the funny part. Is I said Leroy is like a hybrid of myself and just this character. You know, like once the wig and toque come on, then the voice changes a little bit, and I'm always excited and happy about things. But every time we do like a live, every time I'm like on Instagram or TikTok live talking to people, they're all real stories that I'm telling about my life. They're all real things. Yeah. So it just becomes a hybrid of myself.
Do you ever interview Leroy on your show?
No, I have not done that.
That would be funny. Super lame, but also really funny. But then you could double film it with the other Leroy to be like that you had your first radio interview. Yeah.
I might have to look into that. That would be good.
With Leroy's cousin Nick. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
This is a 2-part interview. That's not a bad idea.
Just write that down. You're welcome.
Easy content.
Yeah. Every once in a while, we come up with good ideas over here. Well, and I don't get to put together a radio show anymore. So like, do you want some ideas? I have some ideas.
All day.
All day long. All day long. I have ideas that I'm like, this would be cool. This would be cool. So
I'm always open.
What do friends and family think of Leroy and Leroy?
Oh, they love it. They've been super supportive. It's just it's been crazy. They've all got there's always something to do shirts that we sell on our website now, and I think my dad likes talking about it more than anybody else.
Yeah.
It used to be like my dad would be the guy who every person he met would be like, "Hey, do you listen to 103.9? You know who Nick Myers is?" Now it's, "Hey, do you know Leroy and Leroy?"
Yeah, that's my kid.
Like, so what? I thought, like being on the radio in Moose Jaw for 15 years, that people in the community get to know you. I had no idea how much different it was when I started the Leroy thing. Like being recognized is through the roof now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What's the website where people can check out the merch and stuff?
LeroyandLeroy.com.
Leroy, like A-N-D?
Yeah. Yeah, all of our stuff is so youtube.com/Leroy and Leroy, and just at Leroy and Leroy on pretty much every social media.
Like that?
Stuff. Yes.
Okay. We'll just put that up there. People can go check it out. So the ultimate goal, we were talking about this a little bit before we went live, but the ultimate goal is you would really love to grow the YouTube side of what you do as opposed to the TikTok side. Would that be a fair statement?
Yeah, 100%. Like TikTok's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. That's the reason that we have been as successful as we are. But YouTube pays Canadians. TikTok doesn't. So that's the tough part is and there's huge Canadian creators on TikTok. Like you look at Selena Spooky Boo, or Selena Myers is her actual name, out in Ontario. She's got like 17 million followers. So there's massive Canadian.
Is she related to you, or just funny that there's a lot?
Just an odd coincidence.
Geez, the Myers are really taking over TikTok.
Apparently.
Cool. Do you think, I always kind of feel it's been interesting with COVID. Do you think TikTok would have taken off as a platform if there wasn't the pandemic?
I think it would have taken off, but not to the degree that it has.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we probably wouldn't have taken off the way we did without, like, as crazy as that sounds. I said, I wish that we had started with our videos on TikTok a year sooner. And hit early in COVID, because I feel like people just had so much more time on their hands to sit and scroll through those videos. I mean, that's the only reason I started looking through TikTok was month one of the pandemic, doing the morning show from my kitchen table, and
feels so weird.
Yeah. As much fun as that was, you just had way more downtime. So
where are some of the places you've gone with Leroy and Leroy?
So we started out all just in Saskatchewan, and then we branched into Alberta. We did our Alberta road trip, which took us to Calgary and as many towns as we could. We've gotten in trouble from a lot of people because we didn't stop in Red Deer. But we'll have to do that one other time. Up to Edmonton, and then we kind of filmed on the way back. And then our last trip here we did out to Winnipeg, and we took the real rural route to Winnipeg. Like, what is a 6.5 hour drive? Took us about 14 hours to get there.
Wow.
So we went through every town on the way there, and then filmed in Winnipeg, and then came back. So we're trying to kind of move one province at a time and get as much as we can.
Well, conquering Canada is the biggest one, because really we're a huge country. Like when Leroy goes to Europe, you'll be able to like blow through many countries.
No kidding, right? Yeah, that's the difficult part. Like even to go to Ontario, it's like we can't drive. Like we have to plan flights to get there. So that's what we're looking at right now is going to Toronto in the middle of October. So kind of hitting that southern Ontario. Southern Ontario, I feel like will feel a little more like Europe. There's so much population in cities in a smaller, congested area.
For small town prairie guys, yeah, Toronto will be like the biggest city ever.
Yeah.
Too much fun. I think the coolest thing that could come from this, I don't know, have you pitched like Tourism Canada to be a sponsor?
We have not, but that is a great idea. We did do a sponsored thing with Tourism Saskatchewan over the summer. We went out and we filmed a bunch of videos for them over the course of 2 or 3 days, and we hit 5 different provincial parks, and we sent them all the videos, and both of the videos they chose for the campaign were both from the same park. Oh, and it was the first one we went to.
You're like, we didn't have to visit the other 4 parks.
No. But that was cool. That was kind of our first like sponsored thing that popped up from it. And if we could get something with Tourism Canada or whatever, that would be incredible.
I think it would be really cool. I mean, each province probably has funding too, but it would just be kind of neat to see some success in that and more promotion of Canada in a totally different way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think that people like about our stuff is that we're making fun of the stuff everywhere we go, but it's stuff that people in all those places make fun of already, like Confusion Corner in Winnipeg and the Big Blue Ring in Calgary and the Silver Balls on the side of the White Mud in Edmonton. They're all things that people within the communities all make fun of. Yeah. We just helped shine the light on them. Did you do that Big Blue Circle? Is that what you were talking about? Yes, that was one of our most requested ones. So we did a whole like 3-minute video just on the Blue Ring. It was our guide to the Blue Ring. Yeah. And I think the great part about it is we make fun of them, but the Leroy character, he loves everything, right? Like everything is positive and happy with Leroy. Like he wants one of these in his front yard. So I think but we poke fun at it in that Canadian way that people wind up just loving it. So do you put some of the longer content on YouTube? Yeah, we do have. We've got a bunch of guide to videos that we've done. We did 2 guides to Moose Jaw. We did a guide to Calgary, a guide to Edmonton. One of my favorite videos that we've done just went up a few weeks ago, just right around the Labor Day Classic, actually. We did a tryout with the Saskatchewan Roughriders cheerleaders. Oh, my God. Which was a lot of fun. I bet. Yeah. And that one's up already? Yeah, that one's up on there too. We've got, I think the only one we haven't released yet, we'll have a guide to Winnipeg coming out fairly soon here, but we try and do one long video a week, and then the shorter ones at least 5 times a week. So it's a lot. I was going to say, like, it's super fun, and I think it's really cool, but people don't realize the work that goes into creating that behind the scenes, especially for people who are really dedicated to that TikTok consistency of daily posts. Like, I can't imagine how much work you guys are doing. Well, I give credit to Leroy behind the camera, who is also Nick, by the way. That's fun. My friend Nick. We've been friends since high school. Yeah. So Nick and Nick are Leroy and Leroy, but he does all, like, his day job is doing videos. He does videos for businesses and all that kind of stuff. So he does all of that work, and then I kind of handle the online side of things, answering people's comments and posting on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. But we've got a good system worked out that works for both of us now. So nice. It's been good.
All right. So you're going to conquer Ontario next. I can't wait till you go to the Maritimes. That's going to be
right.
epic. Like Leroy and Leroy getting what's that called?
Oh,
with the fish. What's
yeah. Well, oh my goodness. I'm
sorry, East Coast friends.
I'm blanking out on the name right now too. You got to kiss the cod and screeched in. There we go.
Screeched. That's going to be funny.
Yes.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. Too much fun. So how's life in radio these days?
It's good. It's been an adjustment the last couple of years for sure. Like I said, when the pandemic hit, everyone was gone from the office. I think we had one person working in there and everybody else was working from home. So I was for about 2 months doing the morning show from my kitchen table and dialed into our control room and controlling everything, but doing it from home and having my son and dog and wife get ready in the morning. And it was challenging, but definitely learned a lot about how we can do things.
Well, and I think as radio people, we've done a lot of phone interviews over the years, so that's an easy adjustment. But there's something about having the person in the studio with you that makes that interview so much more. And so I'm sure you're probably having missed that quite a bit.
Yeah, it's been nice to be able to start getting people back in again the last little while. Although the way numbers have been, now we've kind of pulled back on that again. So hopefully we'll see the end of this at some point. But this has been nice too, though, right? That you can do video chats now. Like a lot of what we do, we'll record it this way. So that's been a big game changer.
Yeah. Good. Does your wife like Leroy?
Yes. Thankfully.
Has Leroy ever hit on her or tried to get a little frisky?
So actually, you know what's funny? My wife is the manager of a spa here in Moose Jaw. She's the general manager, and they were doing a photo shoot and a video filming yesterday. And I was like, well, Leroy needs to show up. So,
just like make an appearance. Yeah.
So, I showed up and they got me in pictures shopping for stuff at the store and pouring champagne for someone in the pedicure chairs and
nice.
Sitting up in the pedicure chair getting a foot massage. They welcomed me right in.
Nice. She's like, I'm not really sure what I think about this. Yeah.
No, she thankfully is a fan.
Well, she married you. She's got to have a good sense of humor. Yeah.
This is true. She moved from another country to marry me, Jody. So
what?
My wife. So she's from Massachusetts. We met actually playing a game on Facebook. From the US.
Yeah. You met on Facebook.
Yeah, playing a game.
What game?
And it was Yeovil.
Yeovil?
Which I don't think is a thing anymore. But at the time, you made like a little person, and you could walk around and talk to other little people. And we started talking on there, and literally 3 weeks after we started talking, I booked a flight to Boston for New Year's. And so that was January, like New Year's 2010.
Yeah.
So I went down January of 2010 or December 2009, whatever you want to say. I went down New Year's Eve. And the next January, our son was born.
Whoa. You moved quick to Realville. Yeah.
Sorry, I have my cat wanting to play with the phone here.
Cats have been the biggest star of
COVID. You can't rub on that.
Yeah.
So we met on Facebook, and then the rest is history.
I did not know this story. I knew you'd met her from another country. I remember like when you guys got married, but I didn't know the story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It was don't like to do things the easy way, you know?
No. Gosh, that's a whole other episode. We're going to unpack that.
Right?
I'm like, wow, you just got extra interesting. No, I'm just kidding. You always have been. That's cool. Well, congrats on all that. How old's your son now?
He is 10.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not good with the math, a radio person, so you know this.
Yeah, no, he's 10 and keeps us busy.
Yeah.
Although this is the one of the things that has driven me nuts about the pandemic. He like never played video games ever. Didn't care about them until the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And as an only child, it was like, oh yeah, play games then, I guess. Like you can get on the headset with your friends and talk to them.
Yeah.
Now he's obsessed.
Yeah.
We have that.
I have an only child son, also 12. So I feel you.
Same boat then.
We live in the same boat.
Right? Yeah.
But then you don't want to stop because I'm like, well, you have no one else to talk to. So yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So.
All right. Well, I'm going to be mindful of everybody's time and we'll let you carry on with your day. But thank you so much for having coffee with us this morning. This has been so fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Jody. This is good to catch up. And I mean, like you said, we know each other, but don't know each other. So it's been good getting to know you.
Yeah. Because we'll do it again. And next time we'll have Leroy join the show.
Absolutely.
I wanted people to meet the brainchild behind him first because you're extremely creative and very funny. So it's nice to watch your stuff. So check it out, LeroyandLeroy.com. You can find them on TikTok. Watch all their videos on YouTube so we can get them some money so they can travel to the other countries. It'd be awesome. Yeah. And if you're looking for some Christmas gift ideas, the Leroy and Leroy merch is going to be the most unique gifts you'll give this year. Yeah.
And a little inside thing, we will, before Christmas, have a children's book.
Ooh, wow. Nice. That's a big trend on TikTok to read children's books, but they seem to be kind of perverted more so, but maybe don't do that.
Ours is not. Ours is not.
Ours is wholesome Canadian children's literature.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's very exciting. We'll have to check in. We'll have to do an online book launch with Leroy and Leroy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like maybe we can get the other Leroy to come out from behind the camera for this one exclusive interview.
We may be able to peel him away from behind the camera. Just
one. And then it'll be so fun. We'll do an exclusive launch.
Awesome.
Now I've got ideas, Nick. Look out. All right.
That's great.
Have an amazing rest of your day. And
you too.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Jody.
Bye, everybody. Cheers.